nomad. I teach 100% online. My whole entire business is 100% remote, and I love it. So today's a little different. I am doing a live because I recorded 2 YouTube videos and decided that I didn't like them, so I deleted them. And knowing how I am, I needed to go ahead and put something out and yeah, just stay connected with you all. So let's begin. I am going to drink some water out my fancy glass because that's what type of morning it is. It is Monday and it's daylight savings time, so cheers. Oh, okay. So this morning I was set to teach a yoga class, but I know that because it's daylight savings time that the children were probably miscombobulated a little bit. So no one did show up, which when that happens, I am sad, but I'm also happy because I can do other things and coming on to this YouTube live, but it is a little sad. So, but you still get paid, which is great for Outschool. In today's video, I want to talk about if you are already on Outschool as a teacher, but you decided to take a break and now you want to get back into teaching on Outschool, but your enrollments aren't where they need to be. They're a little slow, or they're a little slow, let's just put it that, or your class is not becoming section full, or you've seen a difference with your classes now than whenever before you went on your break. So let's talk about that. I have some tips, and I'm going to look at my computer to show you and to talk about this so you can better understand how you can increase or enhance, well, actually increase your enrollments and actually enhance your classes. So let me sit this down and let's begin. So I am going to go to the first example. Let me go to one of my classes. I'm actually on Outschool, so I'm on Outschool on my end. So I am in the educator portal. There's 2, educator and parent. So for me, I am going to look at one of my classes that I do not teach and use this as an example. So let me go ahead and go to classes. Give me 1 second, bear with me. We're going to make this work. So if you took a break on Outschool and you notice that your enrollments aren't up, no one is enrolling, and you're like, what can I do? My first tip is to look at your class offerings. So what is it about your class that maybe you can enhance? And we're going to talk about 2 different types of scenarios. The first one being niche down, like niche all the way down. So if you are teaching on Outschool, and let's say I'm going to use this class for an example because I'm going to use this one. So preschool yoga, that's pretty niche, right? And the reason why this class, my preschool yoga class does so well is because it's all the way niche down. It's preschool yoga and the ages are 3 to 4 years old. So I get enrollments from students ages 3 to 4. Now, I do always click or choose the option where it says flexible age range in all my classes, just in case a student wants to come in that is 5 years old or 6 years old, or maybe they're siblings and they're really close in age, but one is 4, the other one's 5.5. So I want to make sure that they can take the class as well. So I always make sure that that is flexible, and it does help for enrollments. But I am all the way niche down. Preschool yoga, that's it. We're doing preschool yoga for preschoolers. So it's going to be a lot different than if I was doing a class or if I was teaching a class for teenagers. Completely different. The teenagers, we're not going to be doing cat cow sounds when we're in cat cow, okay? They look at me like, what? So we're not going to moo and meow. But again, I do love the preschoolers. They're really cute. So that's niche down. Now look at your class. So let's say you have a yoga class and it's just general yoga. Well, parents are going to see that and they're going to be like, I don't know what's so general about it. I don't know if I want to enroll my learner. But if you change that and you niche down to saying, okay, it's going to be for preschoolers, if a parent sees that and they say, oh, it's for preschoolers and I have a preschooler, I'm going to enroll my learner into that class, okay? My child into that class. So again, niche down, don't make it too broad. And maybe your class was really busy or popular before because it was so general. Well, as we all know, and I've talked about in my previous videos that you can watch, there's a lot of ebb and flow with Outschool as anything or any business. So maybe that time that you had your class listed, it was for a really general, broad audience. But now you want to increase your enrollment, you're coming back. So you want to make sure that you niche down and hone in on a different age group or maybe a different niche so that you can increase your enrollments. Now, on the flip side, so I said I'm going to give you two scenarios. So preschool yoga is great. We're going to stick with this class. It's a really great class, but it's only for preschoolers. So I'm not going to get teenagers to enroll in my yoga class because they're not in preschool. So here is when I would look and say, maybe I need to offer a teenage yoga class or even go down into niching even more into a broader range, and let's say yoga for girls. That's opening up and maybe open up the age group. So I would do yoga for girls or girl yoga. I'm doing this very quickly, so I can't come out with like a catchy name. If you could give me a few minutes, I could. But you're saying yoga for girls ages 11 to 15. There, you're pretty general because you have 11 to 15. That's a 4-year age difference, which is really great for Outschool. They always recommend doing 4 years to not go outside of the 4-year age group, or sometimes even 3, but 4, we're going to say 4. And you're doing only girls or people who identify as girls, which is great because you went up from preschool yoga. Now you've made a more general class for 11 to 15-year-olds and for girls, which is pretty great. Now, if you wanted to do yoga for junior high students or middle school yoga or junior yoga, however you want to make a catchy name. Again, this is really quick, so I can't really think of a really catchy, quick, fun, quirky name, but do that. And then you can have boys, girls, they, them, however you want. Just say junior yoga, and then that's pretty general and that's pretty broad. And so hopefully more learners will enroll in that because it's so broad. And I think that that would do very, very well. Now, the reason why I'm talking about yoga is because I am a certified yoga and meditation teacher. And I do teach yoga, and I have my own business, and I've been teaching yoga for over 4 years now. I did do my yoga teacher training in Rishikesh, India, so I really love yoga, and I've been practicing personally in my own practice since I was 16. So I can talk all day about yoga, and I hope that will give you an example. Maybe you can apply it to what you're doing. So if you're teaching, let's say maybe you're teaching English. If you're a teacher and you did your 120-hour TOEFL course certification, maybe you can apply it there. So maybe we're only teaching preschool English. Maybe you can broaden it to junior, middle high schoolers. Is it middle high schoolers? No, it's middle school. It's been a while since I've been in school. So middle schoolers that want to learn English as a second language. So that's an area you can go into too. So look at your class listings and see how you can change that. One tip I know that people talk about, or that has been said, is discounting your classes. Now, again, if you see my previous videos, you know how I feel about that. I'm going to keep it real with you. I would not go on Facebook advertising my class for $1. I mean, it may work for some people, but in the long haul, it's just not going to do you any justice, and it's going to be hard, and you're just going to keep churning and burning, and that energy is going to go out, and it's not going to match your income coming in. So do not recommend that. I do, however, recommend giving discounts to your re-enrollments, so meaning your students that are coming back to you again and again and again. Absolutely. Maybe if they've taken a 3rd class with you, tell them the next class that that they take with you, you're going to give them 50% off. Or if you do have a student, maybe you have like a lot of new students one week, say, oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoyed my class. The next class is 50% off if you want to enroll. That is how I would give discounts. I would not do dollar classes. Sorry, not sorry for people that are thinking the dollar class is the way to go. That's just my opinion, and I'm going to stick with it. So I would recommend doing that if you took a break and you're coming back. So offering those students that are coming back into your classes, maybe the next one 50% off, maybe if they keep re-enrolling after the third, fourth one, 50% off. That's what I do. When I have students re-enrolling so many times, I do offer them a discount. So that is another way to increase your enrollment if you have taken a break and you're coming back to Outschool. The next tip I've had, and I talked about it in another video, is change your time and dates. There was a time where I was teaching only Monday through Friday, and I was like, I want to only go to Monday and Thursday. And it did really, really well. So I enjoyed, because I only taught Monday and Thursday, but I opened up my evening hours and I saw an increase in enrollments. Now, there's been a time where I have opened up my weekends, and the weekends were looking pretty good. I think that's a time that people, maybe a majority of teachers, take off and maybe want to enjoy if they teach Monday through Friday, so they don't teach during the weekend. But the weekend, yeah, if you can schedule it out maybe 2 weeks in advance. I mean, I'm going to be honest, sometimes I schedule out my classes 2 days in advance on the weekends. If I'm like, oh, I have time here, I'm not going to do anything, and I've seen enrollments. So open up your schedule. Maybe instead of teaching Monday through Friday, open up your weekend schedule, teach about 1 or 2 hours in the morning, then maybe teach 1 and 2 hours in the evening. It's really good. I actually have sold out. I do a meditation class, and I don't teach this class very often. And it was one of my first classes that it was the first class that I listed on Outschool, and it is called Mindful Meditation for Preschoolers. If you can't tell, I love preschoolers. I love little kids. They're just the cutest things ever. And it sells out on the weekends. On Sunday night around 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m., if I schedule in advance, I will have a section full class on that. Like, it never fails. So yeah, don't sleep on the weekend classes, okay? And then let's talk about, we've talked about the niching down, and then we talked about maybe opening up a general class, but to a specific age group that you don't teach. That's another way to increase your enrollments if you took a break. And then the second one was looking at your offerings. Can't remember. Sorry. Ooh, sometimes it goes over my head. Now we have talked about weekend classes. Oh, your time schedule. Yeah, time schedule is key. Different times. And again, it's an ebb and flow. And I feel like that with the platform too, ebb and flow with different time zones. I mean, we've just switched up our time here, and I am miscombobulated, but daylight savings time is really big in other places. So you want to be mindful of that in other students' schedule and the seasons. Some places have different seasons. So if they're now coming out of winter, a lot of people are at home in the winter, or they're outside doing like winter sports. But let's flip that and say that it's spring. Well, a lot of the winter sports, they're now transitioning into spring, summer. So someone who is usually outside, maybe be inside, or maybe have a change in their schedule that they're inside and they can take online classes. Vice versa, maybe that they were inside, but now it's spring and summer. So, summer ball camp, spring ball, you name it. So they were taking classes before, now they're not because they're outside. So you have to realize ebb and flow. So really try to switch up your schedule too. I'm dropping a lot of gems in this live. So stay connected. Okay, the next one, if you are an online teacher and you've taken a break and you're looking at your enrollments, again, I said don't discount. That was another thing that I listed. For the dollar classes, don't do that. And stay away from Facebook. It's so negative. I hate to say that, but it really is, especially if you're discouraged, or if you maybe are looking to teach with Outschool. You'll see some people that are really disgruntled, and it's not the move. So let's take a break from here, because I've already talked enough about what you should do. Do those steps, and if they don't work for you, please send me a message in the comments and we'll make it work. I will take my time out to go over everything with you, because I want everyone to succeed. There are enough seats at the Outschool table for us all, trust me. Now let's talk about Allschool. Allschool is been on my radar for a while, and I think it's been on a lot of online teachers' radars for a while. And Allschool is similar to Outschool. Now, it's a Singaporean-based company. And Allschool, you can upload your classes. I'm talking about Allschool while I'm looking at the email. You can upload your classes similar, like in Outschool, you can create your own classes. I actually got approved for my first set of application for Allschool. Now, you do have to fill out an application, and then the second step is uploading a 5 to 8 minute demo of any subject you feel passionate about. Now I'm reading this on my email, such as coding, arts, music, math, life skill, social studies, world languages, science. The video should be in MP4 format and up to 200 MB. Be sure to include your teaching material as well. Now, after that, I think that you have to go through a background check, and then you're approved. So I've read in the interwebs that they have a lot of students and not enough teachers. So if you're an online teacher and you're looking to teach, that might be a good route for you in addition to Outschool. I don't know if I'm going to do the 5 to 8 video. We'll see. I'm going to add it to my long list of things to do, but we'll see. I did get approved for the first round, so we shall see. Again, as we have seen previously with like VIP Kid and the other China-based online teaching companies, it can go 0 to 100 real quick. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. And again, I say that with everything. And so it would be good just to have another backup. Now, if you're teaching on Outschool, I always say like you should have at least 2 to 3 online teaching platforms that you can teach with. I do have a backup with Preply. I taught on Preply. I don't really teach on Preply, but I have taught that. It's Preply, Preply. And then italki, I've taken classes. I haven't taught with italki. I've taken classes for Italian language lessons on there, and I really like it. But Preply, you get paid after you teach your class, which is nice. You don't have to wait 7 days. Once you finish teaching your class, your student or your learner will say, yes, we just finished our class, and then you get paid, which is great. And I really like that, but I really love Outschool, so I teach there. And so we talked about Allschool, which is, we'll see. I don't know enough about it. I've seen a lot of other teachers posting that they really enjoy it, that they're doing well, and you do get paid, I think, 7 days after you teach your class, which is really nice as well. We talked about how to increase your enrollments on Outschool After a Break, and I think that's it. So I will try to post more regularly. I know I say that each video, but this time I'm gonna try. And I did post some travel videos that I have. I travel a lot, so when I'm not working, I try to travel. Again, I'm a digital nomad, so I love it because as long as I have Wi-Fi and my laptop, I'm good to go. But it's really nice to just travel. So I just uploaded a video from Rome, Italy, Roma, and you can see it there. It's really short in my YouTube shorts, so I want to incorporate more travel content, which I will do on this channel. And that's it. So thank you all if you're with me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. So make sure that you hit like and subscribe, please. I greatly appreciate it. And I have so many free resources. You all know where they are. They're always in the descriptions. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section, and have a great day.